Hi guys, so after my post earlier in the week, I thought that it might be a good idea to update you all on exactly what is going on in our life. Some of you will have seen from my stories last week that we went to Newcastle, which is the other end of the country for us. We had to go because Mr. Chibichi needed to have an assessment at a specialist transplant centre. We were anticipating the same as usual, that he'd be in for a few days, have lots of tests, and then we would be told that he'd need another review in 5 years or so. Sadly, the test revealed that his organs are much more damaged than we initially thought, and so it's meant that his transplant that we knew would be needed, and we were thinking within the next maybe 10 to 12 years, is going to have to be stepped up to be much sooner. And it's also not going to be a single transplant anymore. He now needs to have a double organ transplant, which is obviously a lot more risky, and the recovery is going to be a lot worse. So there's not been great news really. We don't know exactly when he is going to need to go up. We have a Zoom meeting because we're now back home down on the south coast. So they are going to phone us within the next couple of days and go through it all with us. But we have obviously been given an overview and it is not good. The recovery time is going to be around about a year. Obviously, as I mentioned, the risks involved with him actually pulling through the double surgery are much more pronounced, and yeah, we are also going to have to move up to Newcastle as a family. So that's me and Chibichi Jr. While Mr. Chibichi is in recovery for that year, he will be on base in the hospital, but obviously we want to be close by, and his chances of pulling through and healing are going to be much greater if his family is close by. So the thought of relocating for a year is a very scary one. It also means that financially it's going to be a big pinch. The thought of returning to a 9-to-5 job for the year when I'm in Newcastle, it's not going to happen. I'm sure that you can sympathise. There is no way that I would be able to be a model employee and turn up as I need to every day, and also my support system for Chibichi Jr. will be down on the south coast, and I really don't want to have to put her into after school clubs and things up there. Just wanted to say a great big thank you to those of you that had seen my posts and stories on Instagram and sent me a message and reached out. I cannot describe how amazing and helpful your words of support and love were, so a huge thank you for that. We are a semi-personal family, so I was in two minds as to whether or not to share this, but the truth is I am obviously going to need to continue working whilst Mr. Chibichi and us as a family go through this. So I thought it's best to be as transparent as I can be. I've actually found work this week really helpful to focus on. Potentially it means that, although I've just got back into it, the dental nursing agency business, I'm obviously not going to be able to run from Newcastle. So yeah, there's some big changes on the way, but Chibichi Designs will be a constant because it has to be, because I'll need to pay the bills. So I just thought it was fair to just update you all, especially with all of your lovely comments and just asking if everything was okay. So there we go. I'm sorry it's not a nice, lovely, crafty video today, but yeah, I'm trying to be a bit more honest about what goes on with a small business, and for us, this is it. So I'm not going to say I hope you enjoyed this video, because... So thank you so much for watching, and hopefully next week I'll have a more fun one.